Hi, Storm fans. It's Aidan here with another new signing. I'd like to introduce you to our latest forward, Will Merchant. Will, welcome to Manchester.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Good to be a part of the team.
No problem. Well, just tell you all a bit about Will. So he's a 29-year-old forward from Eagan, Minnesota, USA. He played NCAA hockey for the University of Maine and has been playing pro hockey since 2016, mainly in the ECHL, where he spent last year in Denmark. And I hope I'm going to pronounce this properly. Is it the Esbjerg Energy?
Correct. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's a hard one, but you got it.
It's the ESBJ bit. It's the letters that shouldn't go next to each other.
Danish, it's a silent something always. So good luck, I say.
So, well, let's go right back to the beginning. What got you into ice hockey?
Grew up in Minnesota. Obviously, it's a huge thing in our culture there, especially long winters. So we're out skating all the time. So by the age of 3 or 4, I was out already in skates, skating around. So it's been part of my culture the whole time growing up.
And how would you describe yourself as a player?
I'm a average size forward, but I play hard, play two ways. Got some offensive skill, but also take care of my own end defensively.
So, obviously, you went to University of Maine. What was your experience at college like, and what did you study?
So I studied business finance, but I love my time at University of Maine. Obviously, it's a huge tradition there. Older rink, but yeah, like I said, a lot of tradition, a lot of great players that came through. I enjoyed my time there. Met so many good friends that I'm still friends with this today. So yeah.
And at what point did you know you wanted to be a pro hockey player?
I think we all want to be a pro hockey player at some point in our life, and that was always a dream of mine. So I got that opportunity to go play in the ECHL post college. So it was an exciting time for me, and that kind of led me to go to Idaho, where I kind of played there for 4 to 5 seasons, and really enjoyed my time.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was going to my next question. So, obviously, you
Yeah.
did spend a few seasons in the Idaho Steelheads. I know a lot of players that do move around the ECHL a lot, whereas you stayed there for quite a while. What kept you coming back there every year?
We had a great coaching staff. Management was really good to us. But then the day, Boise, Idaho is a great place to live. So that's where I currently live now. So I played my 5 seasons here, but we strive to win a championship every year, and that was always something I wanted to do. So I always kept me coming back.
Yeah, and again, speaking of championships, I mean, any particular highlights you'd like to recall from your time in Idaho?
We always had a good playoff run. Never made it past the second round, which is always unfortunate. But yeah, I just love my time there. It's a great city to be a part of. Fans were awesome. The rink was great. So that's kind of where all my memories come from.
And who are your favorite teammates from your time in Idaho?
Favorite teammates? Ooh, that's a tough one. I got one guy, AJ White. I played with him from my second year on. So we became really good friends, line mates for most of our time together there. So I say, me and him were definitely one of our best friends.
And you did briefly move to Greenville in 2018, but you didn't stay long. You ended up back at Idaho. What happened with that whole situation?
Yeah, so it's different in the coast. You can get your rights traded. So my
Mhm.
rights got traded throughout the summer, um, and I was kind of chose that I wanted to go to Greenville, which I loved it there. Another great city. But then end of the year trade deadline, I got traded back to Idaho to continue with the team in the playoff run there. So it doesn't happen often, I don't think. So it was a very interesting situation, but it was good to be back there.
Yeah, logistically, was it strange? Because obviously, you say you live now in Idaho. Did you keep your place when you went to Greenville and you were just able to move back?
Didn't have the place then. I was just in the apartments, team apartments. But
Yeah.
we got me and my wife got a house here in 2022, and been living there ever since.
But obviously, after that time again in Idaho, you decided to make the move to Europe and particularly to Denmark. What made your decision to do that?
It seemed like a really good league to go to. Kind of a good stepping stone coming out of the ECHL into European hockey. It's a big jump for us to go from what we're used to in the coast and then kind of jumping over to Europe. But I enjoyed my time in Denmark. Esbjerg was a great town, great city. The fans again were awesome. It was a nice little stepping stone to get over here.
Any favorite memories from your time there?
We had a great run at the end of the year. Really made a run for it, but unfortunately, we got knocked out in the semifinals. But like I said, the fans were awesome. Then I also get to travel a little bit on top of that in that league. So we got around, see some really cool culture.
And now you've decided to join us here in Manchester. So how did that move come about?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of end of the day, I've always kind of wanted to come to the UK league. It's easier on everyone. You go to speak the same language. It's a lot easier on us. But it seems like a really, really good league, and it's been growing, I think, in the past 8-10 years. Like I said, I've always wanted to kind of make my move over here, and I thought it was a good time.
Do you know anybody who's played here before that you're able to speak to?
Yeah, I've had a handful of teammates over the past that been in this league, and they've said nothing but good things about it.
And anything particularly you're looking forward about coming to see in Manchester?
Sorry, let's say that again.
Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to seeing in Manchester?
Football game would be awesome. I mean, obviously having two big clubs there in town was gonna be really cool. Kind of see that side of it too. I'm sure it's gonna be a busy downtown when they're playing.
They're going to be a red or a blue?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I'm not going to answer that right now. I'm going to wait it out.
Red. Don't be biased. Just say red.
All right, red.
Yeah. The Blues have got enough to shout about at the minute.
Yeah.
We could use another red.
They did just win, so obviously they're on top.
Yeah, hopefully not for too much longer.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, it's been great getting to know you, and obviously enjoy the rest of your summer, and we will see you here in Manchester in September.
Yeah, excited to join you guys in September.
Great.